We are joined by RFS Deputy Commissioner Rob Rogers. And Rob, we'll start on a bright note because it is a lot better Saturday than last Saturday.
Yes, certainly, particularly in that area around Sydney when that Gosford mountain fire, the southerly change come through there, conditions have eased, but by no means has the threat passed. When that fire returns to warmer weather early next week, we're expecting that fire to cause problems again. In the northern part of New South Wales, in that Kempsey, Richmond Valley, Ebor area, they've got severe fire danger today, so they're going to have a tough day again, and we're going to support those crews today, and hopefully then we'll see an easing of conditions tomorrow in that area. But going back to Tuesday next week, it's looking like it's going to really start warming up again.
And Rob, your instruction to people today is to take stock, get ready, with the conditions being a bit more favourable today and tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. If people go to the RFS website, there's hundreds of brigades that are open today that people can go and talk to firefighters, get some advice on their home of what they could do. They may even want to get involved in the RFS. Go to the RFS website. You'll see the stations open near them, and it's a good idea to now start preparing your properties. Unless you've been living on another planet, you'll know bushfire season's here. So get up, clean out your gutters, remove combustibles from around your home. Most importantly, have a bushfire survival plan.
It's a difficult story, Rob, on a lot of fronts, isn't it, when we do have a lot of bushfires, because you want to warn people, you want to get them ready, but not scare those that are affected. So what's your advice to elderly people and those that have elderly parents, just to get the story clear, concise, so people understand when they're under threat and when they're not?
I think the important thing is to be informed. Watch TV, listen to radio, have the Fires Near Me app. The really important thing to do is to plan what you're going to do if fire threatens your home well ahead of a fire doing that, because trying to leave that to the last minute makes people make bad decisions, and bad decisions can be fatal. So the important thing is just to know what you're going to do, and if there's a fire at a certain point, that becomes a trigger for you. Then if you've got elderly parents, maybe it's time for them to come stay with you for a few days until that threat eases. We can always rebuild homes, but obviously we can't replace people.
And it's really important for people, if you do see something just spark up. And I was witness to something last night. I just left my uncle and basically was driving down a road and a substation went. It was a semi-rural area, and 000. And that you do need to call 000, don't you, when you see something like that? Yeah.
Absolutely, that's correct. I mean, don't assume someone else has reported a fire. If you see a fire and there's no fire trucks in attendance, report it to 000 immediately, because the minutes that it takes to get that call, get fire trucks there, can mean the difference between containing fires or that fire escalating and becoming a real problem fire that could ultimately, wipe out properties or even worse. So you can do your part, report those fires straight away.
As we take stock and take a deep breath in some ways, what is the toll at this point? What have we seen destruction-wise and the loss of life?
Yeah, so since August, we've lost more than 400 homes in New South Wales, and we haven't finished counting yet. So that's just obviously a huge toll, and then 6 people have lost their life in these fires. So, and look, and we're not even in summer yet, so we are quite concerned about where we could end up at the end of summer. So we all need to do our part and make sure that we don't start fires accidentally. If you see people acting suspicious in the bush, make sure you report that to police. We all have a part to play in stopping these fires from getting a hold. So if we do that, then we can make sure we keep people safe.
And finally, just reinforcing that stern warning to potential arsonists, particularly young people who may not see the gravity of their actions.
Well, absolutely. Someone might think just a small fire is not a big deal, but when that small fire grows into a big fire and destroys people's homes or even worse, takes someone's life, it's not very funny then. And that can be an absolutely life-changing thing for anyone who does something like that. So people need to think really carefully about their actions. And, for people that, like adults, up to 21 years in jail for arson. So you want to think about that. It's not a low crime. It's a very serious crime. And I've got to say, police have absolutely been going after anybody that's doing this. They've done a terrific job, and they will absolutely come after you.
Thanks, Rob. It's been a busy week, and it's no doubt going to be a very, very busy summer. We haven't even got there yet.